Daniel from Team Darts Extra here with my bacon deck profile. Only joking, it's Eradicators. Eradicators. I've been getting a lot of stick for this because people hate me playing this deck because the deck is ridiculous, so I thought I'd do a profile on that.
But I think the deck's not going to be as bad now with the current stuff out.
Yeah, it's not as bad, but the point still stands that the deck's kind of stupid. Okay, starter is Linchu.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Linchu is a better version of Saijin, as he can retire a grade 1 or less, not just a grade 0. Also, this guy's it just pressures your opponent to guard if they want to keep their rear guards. So
I think it's probably one of the best starters that are out.
It is one of the best starters.
We'll do a video as well with best starters as well.
Best starters, yeah. No, I'd say the only
top 5 starters, top 5 break
the only
rides.
starter that would be better than the 60 Grambly one that lets you top 10 for a card, because it just fuels your deck. And so yeah, there's my starter. Okay, trigger lineup, 4 crits, and another 4 crits.
We've got a special guest here from Team...
The Dragon Empire. Yes.
It's Inferno. Now he runs a deck like this as well, so he can give us a bit of pointers about what he's going to be YouTube famous.
Halfway through this set profile, tell us why Eradicators are broken.
They're not that broken.
They're incredibly broken.
Because they've got a
tell them why people find Eradicators annoying.
Because they've got a good card pool.
Yeah, Eradicators just have a good card pool.
And you got to think though, the clan didn't have that much of a card pool at all in the last.
They have
series.
They have 4.
Just you wait, brawlers.
They have 4 amazing grade 3s. So yep, 8 crits. Then we have 4 draw. I play 2 of each because there's the whole next level playing with how many triggers is he running of each. By doing this, it shows that I'm not just running 4 of one, and it just makes my opponent think more about their plays, and it could make them.
Yeah, of course. Eradicators always run 8 draw.
Yep. You never know, man. You never.
Yeah, no, they might run 5.
They might run 5.
They could run 5, yeah, but if he's playing Descendant, then no.
Okay. Then we have 4 heals, so pretty standard. 8 crit, 4 draw, 4 heal. Okay.
They didn't do much like heal trigger, did they? All they did was just change the name.
Grade 1s.
Yeah.
We have 4 Demolition
Although it's still
Dragon.
better name than Healing Revenger.
Yeah. Demolition Dragon, it's 10k attacker, there's really not much to say. It's
Love those cards.
just a 10k attacker.
10k
I always
attack.
get hit by those bloody things.
Yes, it's good for turn 1 rush.
Turn 2 as well.
Turn 2 rush as well. Then we have 4 Waving Guard Gods. Perfect guard, you need 4 of them.
No, Wyvern God Gold's are the old one. Eradicator Wyvern God Gold.
He trolled you. He trolled you.
Okay, then we have
To be fair, that name actually makes a big difference.
Yeah. 4 Castors. Caster is the card cycle. When it's called and your opponent has 2 or less rear guards, you can ditch card, draw a card. It lets you fill all your hands.
Same card as the Link Joker one.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same ability.
The only one I like more is the Amon one, which has 6 in Soul, because it makes it more available for late game, where you can drop your grade 3s.
It's like the Kagro one where the opponent needs to have a grade 2 on board, which they
late game, this one's just 7k booster. It's just early game.
This one's good for early game.
The problem is, like, when you want to filter, it's going to be early game, so that's still just as good.
If your grade's stuck, then it lets you filter. Then we have 2 with 10k. It's a 10k booster, there's really not much else to say, it just lets you hit for good numbers. And then, one of...
The fuck is that thing?
Yeah, exactly, what the fuck is it?
It's a set 12 card.
This is a new set 12 card. When it's called to the rear guard, I can call it as rest, and if I do, my opponent's cards cannot intercept. It's, as you can tell by the reaction, it is a pretty decent card. I'm only running 1 because it's not amazing. It's just there for attack.
It can make a game difference over Descendant when you're on late damage.
It can make such a game difference, and if it's a 7k booster as well, so it's just a good booster.
So what does Inferno think
if
of
it
that?
comes in tapped or rested, it's not a booster anymore technically.
Yeah, but if you trade in 1 booster to
didn't
stop
wanna call
2
it
guards, potentially.
Yeah, that is true, but would the effect still go off if you tap it and then replace it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, very good. Isn't
So,
it?
We're bruised.
so I can bring it in like that. No intercept. Replace it with Castor. Same effect. It's such a fun effect, and I only run 1 because it's not insane, but it does help sometimes. I've got it off twice, and it's won me games.
Plus it would work for
No, it
locking.
would just work late game.
It works.
The
like
reverse as well, you could lock it.
Yes, you could lock it as well. You could stop them.
Oh, that's dirty.
That would be dirty.
You can stop them from intercepting and then lock with reverse. Oh, that's disgusting.
You know, you just realised that. That's dirty.
Okay, so then we
There's
have
Matthew coming with more tips.
for Spark Rains. There are 12k attacker. You do need 12ks in this in any deck really now. It's
Any deck that has them will play them.
yeah. You unfortunately you do have to buy 4 trial decks to get them. So not
Or
the
you
most
could,
viable card.
Or you could buy them online separately.
Yeah.
They're
Or
at-
you do what I do with my Liberator ones and just trade them
They're
for
at,
a
they're
gold
at
or double rare.
£4. They're at £4, $6 ish online. So you're better off just buying the trial decks for them.
Good price differences for the American viewers.
I know, right? We also have 4 Thunderboom Dragons. Most people don't play the 10Ks. I like them
They're
as
so good though.
it's a big shield. It's just a shield.
I
So,
understand Liberators won't play 10Ks, but
Liberators
they do because they
Yeah.
need to be able to have that defense from the ability of the
I'm
clans.
pretty sure John would have realised by now that people like to rush Eradicator decks
Yes.
for damage very quickly. A defensive ride is never a bad thing.
Yeah.
I've always I took them out for while testing, and I just got trampled a lot. If they don't have the 10k attack, grade 1, or just really anything with a boost, then gonna get trampled. Also, it helps me with guarding against stuff that makes a 14k column on the Vanguard, say Mobius, stops my stuff getting locked, because if it was a 9k then a 5k guard would still be hitting, but with this it's
Yeah,
5k guard for once fast.
got
It just gives me a little bit of an extra push that I need. Then I have through this guy. This guy is really funny.
He's funnier with the bloody break ride.
It's only an 8k, so it's not the most powerful guy. But every time it does get there. Every time one of my opponent's rear guards is retired by an effect, it gains an extra 5,000 power. So if we're playing Gauntlet Buster Dragon, it gets really fun really quickly.
Or even the reverse.
If we break ride, it gets really fun really quickly. And with reverse, if I break ride a reverse, I can retire 5 units, so that's on a 33,000.
The only problem I've got is that it's not versatile though.
It's really not versatile, but
It's literally there for late game. And
it is there for late
Yeah,
game. But
you don't ever want to ride it.
I like having cards that are useful all the way through.
like Cho,
Personally, anyway.
like Cho.
Like Cho's and
Cho.
Zutan. And the 9k bodies as well.
I really didn't like Zutan. I never got it off. I never got Zutan off.
I don't like Zutan, I prefer Cho.
Yeah, the Zutan's just the damage effect, but I just really don't
It
like
was more for superior ride build.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay, so grade 3s. My grade 3s are a bit of a mix-up. So we have 3 Descendants, which are the Descendant is the main guy.
It's your end game card.
It's your end game. You ride
It needs
it.
to die.
Descendant needs to die. This is why the deck annoys people. Well, one of the reasons.
It's why
Kagura have Dauntless.
it's why it's still at 2 in Japan.
It got semi-limited in Japan too, and basically what it does is limit break. If it misses, you can't blast 1, discard 3 Eradicators, which every card in this deck is Eradicator, so there's no chance of missing off it. And you stand it up again with a crit.
It's just nice dropping those extra grade
It can
3s
also
with
boost it. It can also boost itself with a Cat Blast 2, so you can make it 16, 21.
But by the point you're living the dream anyway,
Yeah.
your opponent's dead.
The only reason I don't like this card, not for its stand, because everyone stands, it stands with a crit, that's like,
Yeah.
oh, you didn't let me kill you,
Yeah, but
fine,
if you're
let me kill you.
playing against a good player, then they're just gonna let it hit first.
Yeah, if you're on 4 damage, you basically have to let this pass.
And if you
Well,
can't,
unless you can guard 2.
So when
and
you're
if you
on 5,
can't
you're like,
guard
damn it.
it, no, if you can't guard it, if you can't guard it, the second attack with it, you're gonna let it through and hope for the heal. I
mean, it
you'd
is-
rather it not stand.
I have
Yeah,
had
because it stands up
I
with
have
the
had on one occasion where I've got Sky and 6 crit, which was insane because you get your twin drive twice off this effect. So I hit 4 crit triggers off two twin drives after it stood up. So it was
Yeah, normal
it was-
damage,
it
normal
was
damage,
one-
plus 1 crit,
yep.
and the 4 triggers. It
it
is
was,
possible.
it was on 2 crit after
Well, that
stand.
is
So
the-
that
that is the
means
dream
all
and a
these
half.
triggers, all these triggers need to be critical.
Yeah,
But it
and
was
you had to
funny.
have gotten all 4.
I got him on,
Oh, no, lucky.
I got him on 6 crit.
That's
and it
more
was
than
funny.
lucky. That's living the fucking
Okay.
dream and a half.
Have two Vowing Sword. I did have 3. Well, I started off with 4 and 4 Descendant. I've been cutting and changing my grade 3s, but I've stuck with 2 at the moment. 2 is just a decent number. You don't. It's not the best of grade 3s to get off if you're behind, but if you're ahead and you can get it off, then it's decent. It retires a dude. So
I find that,
guy
for me
plus
personally, for me for the break ride, I want at least 3, because I find with these 2 I don't see it enough.
Yeah, but
This isn't the
break
best.
fights are too slow.
This
But that's my preference.
this isn't the best of break rides though, because it just kills a dude.
You just want the chainsaw, don't you?
I just want the chainsaw. I need Ignition Dragon.
It's not out yet.
I know, it's set 14. I've got to wait another 6 months for it to come out. So, you know. It's down, no. Then I have 2 Gauntlet Buster dragons. Gauntlet Buster is a stupid effect, and you can win off it. If you ride to Gauntlet Buster and you're on 4 damage, you can win that turn. No matter what turn it is, if your opponent lets it pass, you can basically you retire the stuff, and every time
It's overall profit.
every time something gets retired, you get 3k in a crit.
Well, it's only there to punish your opponent for putting you to 4 too quickly.
Yes, because if they put you to 4 too quickly, they've most likely rushed you,
And they
which
have no
means
hand.
they have no hand, and you just kill them.
Right, you're going to show them what you would do if you were running
Yes.
reverse.
Okay, so regionals is coming up, so we have to run either defenders, which is this guy, this build, or reversed. So reversed would basically look like this. This is reversed. You can see I'm not running Bearing Swords because Bearing Sword really isn't the best of cards, and I'd rather just have pluses of every grade 3 I
Don't
have.
explain that one to them, please.
So yeah, this is Vowing Saber Reverse. Vowing Saber Reverse is one of the funnier grade 3 reverse cards, as its limit break is you can counterblast 2, lock 2 of your Eradicator units, it gains 10k, and your opponent chooses and sacks 2 of their rear guards. So it is very, very fun, especially with this guy. If your opponent's low on cards, you can kill them. You can.
Don't forget the grade 1 that stops in steps as well.
Yeah,
with
the grade
combo.
1 stops intercepts, you can lock it off it. And the only reason I'm running 3 is because you have to in a invader deck. You have to have either Link Joker or 3 reverse units, so that would be it. Also, Gauntlet Buster's in there because it's broken, Sense in there for finisher, because I'll ride that first, then kill them with that.
So what do you think of the reverse, and fair enough?
What do you think of the reverse build?
What do you think of the
You're
reverse?
Eradicator Master in Birmingham, what do you think? You're the Birmingham Eradicator Master, what do you think of the reverse build?
If you want an invader, I would only say 2 Vowing Saber reverse.
You have to run
have to.
3.
I know you have to run, that's what I just said, if you're not an invader.
You can't. No, if you're not invading,
if
you're
I'm
not
not-
allowed to run reverse.
Well, that's kind of mean.
Yeah. So it's 3 and more or not. And if you want to run aim reverse, you
Needs
got to
more
run 3 or
gauntlet.
flat.
It needs more gauntlet. Because if I got
What would you say? 1 more gauntlet and then have the 1 to send?
No, 2 descendants enough.
no, you
Just
you
run,
run
you
4
run
gauntlet,
4
two
gauntlet, 2
descendants,
descendants,
and
2
one-
Vowing Saber, but since it's that situation, you run 3 gauntlet, 3 Vowing Saber, 2 descendant.
Yeah. Actually, I only own 2 gauntlets, so I'm running 3, 2, 2. If I
Oh,
did
you're
get,
running 3 descendant, aren't you? But
Yeah.
descendant problem that I have with him is he's late game, and he's the only grade 3 that doesn't let you plus. Well,
yeah.
I say that, but
If I can get my hands on Gauntlet Busters, hint YouTube. If anyone does want me, if anyone does have Gauntlet Busters, I'll be the. Just message me on Facebook or something. I'm called John Daniel. I'm the kid kicking the shit out of people because I do cry. Yeah, so if you have a Gauntlet Buster and you need to trade, then just message me and I'll happily take them off you because these 2 need a brother or 2. So yeah, there's my Eradicator reversed and non-reversed list, all in one. Yeah, for the reversed list, grade 1s, grade 2s and grade 0s stay the same. It's just the only thing we change is grade 3.
Needs more gauntlet.
It needs more gauntlets. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.